I'm not saying anything until you say something.
That's all I got.
That's all you got?
That's it. That's it. I mean, that's the show. That's the entire episode.
Disgusted sigh.
Oh, and fire Joe Mazzulla right now. I'm going to call 98.5 the Sports Hub and give my opinion.
They were really going in last night. I'm not going to lie. They were really going in last night. You passed me that link, and it never came into my... See, here's the thing. As much trolling as I do in a good amount of these series, and some of it's actually, realism. Some of it's actually my actual thoughts about certain teams. I have never been sadistic enough to call the hotline and listen to people getting their takes off, actually literally call into the hotline and actually say something. Shout out to the 2 people that actually called in and played Pitbull Fireball. I wouldn't expect that to be the Heat theme song, but I've never been sadistic enough. That actually surprised me. That inspired me.
I am a fan of the Boston Celtics and have been for 20 years now, like since Paul Pierce and Antoine Walker days. And I know the Boston sports fan, especially in the last 2 decades, has been one of the most insufferable, obnoxious sets of fans in the land. And last night, you know what? Listen to that was just like, sometimes these guys deserve it. I definitely was enjoying the prank calls from the Miami Heat fans. But to tell you the truth, Mark, this just boils down to nobody on this team, I don't think. And, this may be a hot take or first take fodder, but there's no dog on this team, man. Nobody's scared of nobody on this squad. Joe Mazzulla's like, all right, guys, come on, we're going to get it done. It's like,
don't do fresh haircut, man, like that. He had a fresh cut. He had a fresh cut on Friday. He was ready for, what did Rich Boy say? Fresh cut, ready for the freaks.
Hey, man, he needs to be ready for opportunities come July or June.
Just over with.
Come on, man. Unless Jason Tatum like snaps out of it, because I mean, hey, he is kind of like up and down. He'll have a great performance, like in Game 7 or that game was it Game 5? He was having a shit game. And he just like woke up in the fourth quarter. Or was that Game 6? One of the two. But yeah, man, he's just on and off, man. I've been seeing it for years now. Some people are saying, oh, he's just 25, Jalen's 24. They've got more than enough on the job experience, I think, and I'm going to have to fact check this, but I think by 25, Kobe Bryant had like 3 championships. Granted, he had Shaquille O'Neal and other, veterans around him, but just saying, that's just, for those out there throwing around age.
I'm not saying a single piece of word yet. By the time that everybody hears this, episode 7 of Recut Gems, of course, thank y'all to the Cutters for tuning in for another week. By the time that you hear this, Game 3 would have passed. And tonight, actually, is going to be Game 4 between the series, depending on what happens between 3 and 4 as of right now. We'll obviously end up finding out, and you would have heard from myself and A+ Online already. But I'm not saying a single damn word yet, because I know how this goes. You start going 2 wins away, 2 wins away, 2 wins away, and then all of a sudden it's 4 straight. No, if that were to happen, I'm pulling a cane. I'm just letting you know right now. I'll do it live on Twitch so everybody can watch it. I'm putting it straight to my neck. I will light myself on fire if it happens. I'm letting you know right now. I'm not playing these games. I've stayed far away from these games for the past 2 series. I'm not tempting any basketball gods between now and any other possible series that can happen after this.
And once you said that to me yesterday, you said, the guarantee you put out there just now. I said, oh, it's in the bag. 25 plus years ago when Kane laid that, actually 25 years ago this year, when he laid down that guarantee. And obviously Austin won. But, obviously Austin lost, excuse me. But, yeah, man, I'm just disgusted with my team, man. I almost, kind of wish they lost in the last round if they're going to come out here and do this, Stupid.
I think it would have been even worse if Game 6 last series between the Celtics and the Sixers, if it were to go the way that it were and Tatum actually continued to play on the path that he was at that point in time, I think the slander would have been like really bad, like to the point that I think the trade talk that a lot of Celtic fans hate would have actually started getting a lot more sprouts, especially throughout this summer. The coach thing is one thing. The coach thing is super easy. But if that were to happen the way that it did in Game 6 and Philadelphia makes their way to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think more Celtics fans would be like, all right, we tried to get away from this. Let's just go ahead and trade one of them, huh? That's a terrible Boston accent. I don't have a Boston accent.
But that's still a bad. I wish they wouldn't go that route. I think it's more of a coaching thing because I mean you're talking about a team that's just 1 year removed from being Eastern Conference champions, and there was something about the pedigree of this team I think that's a little bit different with the same personnel this year, and obviously the coach is the one difference. That's the biggest difference. So yeah, I mean you just see it, man. Like the rotations are not even like sturdy in this time of year. You should have like 8 or 9 man rotation, you know you're going with. And they're just like trotting out new people. Like, come on, man. The Eastern Conference Finals, are you kidding me? I guess, I don't know, man. I'm frustrated. But you know what? It's cool, man. I'm not punting, but I'm so close to punting. So
Well, there's going to be a lot of choices. At least there's going to be a lot of choices. You have more than enough very quality coaches. Do you like, I was gonna ask if you like Nick Nurse, but I think Nick Nurse they kind of tied him towards Milwaukee as of right now. I'm not sure if that entices you a little bit as far as a new head coach.
Hey man, they need a father figure, man. Go get Monty. You know what I mean?
Get Monty?
Go get Monty, man. Go whip them boys into shape.
Okay.
Budenholzer, I mean, if that's what you guys want to do. It's Budenholzer. I said I don't even know how Budenholzer sound. But,
that's your Budenholzer? I just think Budenholzer is like, yeah, man. I mean, it's not a lie, guys. I mean, it does take steps, you know. You know what he said? Why are you guys kicking me out? It's cool when they do it. Problem when I do it. Fuck them. Birds of a feather. By that time, the door's already closed.
Mike, please.
Mike, you are acting belligerent right now. Cool when they do it. Problem when I do it. Fuck them.
Just bringing stuff up. Oh, man. As of this recording right now, Game 3 is about to be underway with the Denver Nuggets at Staples or Crypto.
The Big Crip.
The Big
Crip. I can't yell that out loud. I'm sorry, guys. For anybody that's listening and has affiliations, please. I'm not. I forgot.
Whoops. Did you?
As I wear a Meet the Woo shirt.
Did you hear the opening starting lineups for Game 1 and 2 in Denver? They showed that on was it on ESPN?
What happened with them?
When they announced Jokic, it was just like they brought him out.
I want to see if it's the old theme too. Oh, for the love of God!
Yeah, I mean he is the big Jokic. You know what I mean? He's Walter, not Gunther.
If they were to ever even think about doing that, I already think ESPN is very shameless. Yo, shout out to Barkley, huh? Barkley was like, hey, I don't know what they do on them other TV stations. I'm going to let you know, Mike Malone, we fuck with you. Right. I don't know what they do over there. I was like, Barkley, okay.
He said, we ain't got to do, you ain't got to talk about that who ain't talking about you. We talk about you over here. We fuck with you. I'm like, wow, okay.
Sometimes it has to be said, man. There's a lot of shameless things that go on, especially with the second round of the NBA playoffs. I had to watch Stephen A. Smith hug a wall that had a blue and orange logo on it.
Yo, he's such I guess a homer is the right word to use here, but he's like a bandwagoner. Because I don't know if he was predicted orange and blue skies in March. You know what I mean? Or April.
And there's like a civil war. There's a lot of civil wars. I thought there was just civil war between Heat fans. I have to discuss what that actually is by the time that the season ends, whenever the season ends for the Miami Heat. The civil wars between fans. And I didn't really talk too much about the Knicks series. I do want to say for the long-tenured, rational, nuanced Knicks fans that may have been offended by my grouping of them in a basket, I completely understand and I apologize. It's the Side Talk NYC fans that y'all even have an issue with. So I'm like, okay, we're on the same rapport here.
It's the, yo, KD, don't you wish you come to the Knicks? You don't like that subset of fans?
The LeBron James, when you come to the finals, bring that same energy, my nigga. It's the Knicks fans in the gray hoodie and the boat shoes They'll put the Nick jersey, and it's not even like an Allen Houston joint. It's like a Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, or it's a Hartenstein jersey for sure.
Over the gray hoodie and the pants, the what is it? The khaki shorts,
Dockers, yeah.
Dockers, boat shoes. It be them Knick fans. Y'all got an issue with them too. So we got the same issues.
That's right.
We have the same issues. Denver wise, I'm sure a lot of Lakers fans have those issues. Just know if you even think, where's the hard cam?
Okay, yeah, there we go.
If you even think of having Mike Malone, if Denver somehow makes their way into the NBA Finals, I'm not guaranteeing any series yet. Anything can happen. LA can knock out 2, Denver gets 5, LA gets 6 and 7. The same shit can happen in Miami and Boston. Do not put anything on my name, basketball gods, that I am saying anybody who's going to the NBA Finals. But if Denver makes the NBA Finals and ESPN puts Mike Malone out there and he says, ladies and gentlemen, I demand respect. I hope. Boo! Boo! It's got to sound like Rocky, whichever one they were doing the Cold War shit in there. It's got to sound just like that in Miami or Boston. Almost caught me. In Miami or Boston. You thought you caught me, basketball guys, you bastards.
Hey, the court is sacred, according to Coach Malone. So we'll see.
I feel like Jokic would try and get off a court is sacred type of thing, too.
Yes.
And I'm not buying it. Anthony Davis, LeBron James, it is up to you. Please. I don't know what's going to happen tonight or Monday night. By the time, patrons have already heard this episode already, so games 3 and 4 would have passed by the time anything that happened. I would think that the Western Conference Finals is not over. I would hope that the Western Conference Finals is not over because the takes are going to be so damning and so disrespectful, and that's not anything that Lakers fans want to hear right now.
I mean, packing up the Celtics and the Lakers in the conference final round. Oh, man, you already know the armchair TV execs are going to come out the woodwork. So, I don't know about that. ABC's not going to like this matchup. You know, that's going to happen.
Enjoy the sound scan ratings. Enjoy the Nielsen. Who the fuck are you to talk about some damn TV ratings? What the hell did you give a shit?
Oh, gosh. Do you care if Jeopardy Masters is on or not? Or fuck it, I don't know. America's Funniest Home Videos. You don't make $1 off their schedule. Shut up.
People that actually want to discuss the parody of, I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm not watching a single minute of coverage if it's this NBA Finals. But they're the main people that are going to wish that there's a mixture of people fighting for championships.
Yeah.
Unless it's somebody that they don't like, or if it's a team that they don't like, then all of a sudden it's, my poor little TV ratings. We need Celtics, Lakers, 85. We need that all over again. Please do it. The TV ratings are coming in. You need a new TV deal. We're going to expand to Seattle and Las Vegas, and this is just going to hurt business.
Don't forget the script.
Oh, brother. Oh, my.
Y'all believe this? I saw some. I was like, I looked at the picture. I was like, yo. And I wanted to ask the person that posted, do you believe this? Because if you do, unfollow.
What was that from? Lake Show Yo? Here go the script, y'all. Lo and behold, it was Lakers winning the NBA Finals in whichever amount of games. Lo and behold.
Just terrible, man. Like, come on, man. People just want to Vince McMahon it up everywhere. It's not true, man. It's not true, okay?
But then we'll be like, y'all really watched this in 2023? Wow, I didn't know it was this good. I didn't know it was this good again.
I would definitely do that. Oh, you still watch NBA? You know it's right? Oh my God. That is hilarious.
That was Kodak Black a couple years ago when he said, I don't watch sports no more. All this shit be rigged. You still watch NBA? Hey, look when they drop. You see they tucking their neck at the bottom, right? You see when they tuck their neck when they drop?
Right. You can see flopping, like they talk about it, but it really is fake. He didn't touch that man.
Then why's the referee? Hey, slow it down. Look. There's a notepad in his pocket. You don't see that, but I see it because I've been watching that.
See, you don't have 4K. It say call foul and 133 left, and it's 132. Where he at the line?
I don't know which fan base. I don't know which side of the city that this is actually from, knowing that the NBA is rigged.
Oh my God, man! I'm tired of hashtag the script. Tired of it.
NBA discourse, man, in a very bad space. It's one of the more worrisome things that I think fans are going to have to talk about for these next couple of weeks. It's bad. It's bad.
It is. Shout out to the NBA for at least moving the finals up from 9 o'clock to 8:30 Eastern. That is going to help out if we're going to talk about ratings. For one, it's going to help out with going to sleep at a decent time.
And I need to work on that too. 8:30 has actually been pretty good. I would love an 8. If it was at 8 and going into like 10:30, I think most of the East can rejoice. Yeah, because that would end by like around 10:30 or so. West Coast wise, it would end 7:30. Which
it's like, that's just still crazy to me. Like, you finish your football Sunday's over at what, 8 o'clock? Like, that's just the craziest thing ever. Like, you just go to get to enjoy your night after, I don't know, 12 plus hours of football. That's crazy.
You watch Sports Center starts cutting on. You start seeing the glasses. Hey guys, it's midnight, late night. Time to talk about what happened throughout the day. And like, nigga, it's 9 o'clock.
Right. That's nuts, man. It's still crazy. It's crazy.
It's one of the lucky things. It's one of the lucky things being on the Western Conference. But who knows on the Western Conference, the West Coast, not the Western Conference. Too much NBA on the brain. Who knows what's going to happen within the next week? And by the time that you hear us again on Recut Gems, by that time, it'll be past Memorial Day. It should be June. Let's double check.
And the finals start when, June 1st?
It should be.
I want to say, yeah.
Yep, it'll be June. Wow, summer's already here.
Yeah.
Summer is already. I personally think summer starts at Memorial Day. So Memorial Day next week. Yeah. We've already prepared pretty well throughout the summer. And talking about the summer anthems, last week on AMP, the return of Black Print Radio, season 2 of Black Print Radio with J5 and Josh Pease. If you did not get a chance to tune in with it, we have a clip for free on YouTube. You can hear us talk about the summer of 2011. That was part of our 1 hour conversation, what we usually do on AMP. If you want to listen to the whole episode, it's available for you as a printer tier patron at patreon.com/blackprint. But we're going to be talking more about the summer, of course, throughout the summer. 2023 is going to be a pretty interesting time, I think we would say, as far as music, even though not many people can call it. Surprisingly enough, the one thing that I actually caught that son of a bitch Chat GPT on, I caught it.
What'd you catch?
I finally fucking caught it. Went on Chat GPT. You and I, as we can share with everybody that's listening right now, have had loads of fun doing some nice booking.
Oh, yes. It is taking up too much of my time currently. I have to get away from ChatGPT.
Have you moved out the realm of booking rap and wrestling throughout the past couple of days?
I'm kind of stuck on like Hulk Hogan, man, because it's like they get Hulk Hogan down to a T, man. I had him like slinging Popeye's ghost pepper wings. What else did I have Hulk doing, man? I mean, interviewing Young Scooter, AEW owner Tony Khan. They get him like perfect. I almost think like he is AI, how they get him perfectly. But oh man, no, I got to get away from it. I haven't expanded my horizons just yet on Chat GPT.
So I typed in, what are the current rap choices for 2023 Song of the Summer?
Oh, wow. Okay, I want to hear this.
Chat GPT told me, as an AI language model.
Yes.
I don't have real-time data or access to current events beyond my September 2021 knowledge cutoff.
I noticed that. I did notice that.
However, typically, the Song of the Summer is determined by popularity and chart rankings, which can vary from year to year. It's best to check recent music charts or consult music streaming platforms to discover the current rap choices for 2023 Song of the Summer. They would have the most up-to-date information on popular rap songs at the moment. Gotcha, bitch.
Gotcha, bitch.
You don't know everything. Even though I asked you what were the top 3 choices, the top 3 best songs on Monster, and you chose Fuck Up Some Commas, and what was the second one that you picked? You got Cody and Crazy right, but you picked Fuck Up Some Commas. I can't agree with you there. And I think you picked Monster. Which Monster, good record, I must say.
Very
one of the
choices though.
Yeah, exactly. The title track is scary yet hilarious record of I forgot how they actually describe Monster.
Future rapping at a frenetic pace. Like, oh, what? He's not even rapping fast. Shut up. The fuck?
I don't be trusting these hoes. I just be fucking these hoes is one of the lyrics from an incredible record from Future. They try to pitchfork it up just a bit. Nah. You didn't pick my Savages. You didn't pick Hardly. But summer-wise, it did not know what the song of the summer in 2023 was. We're going to try and see if we can figure it out just a bit. Before we do so, though, you actually met a lot of people who could possibly have the song of the summer last week. How did that go?
Yeah, so we had our Urban One or Radio One Blitz in Atlanta last week, and it was pretty interesting, man. We had a lot of artists from different labels come in and present. Big Boss Vet from St. Louis, man. I've been a fan of hers for a couple years now, but she's on Republic, and she was kind of like the highlight of the Republic presentation where she presented, her story. She told her story pretty much, and I didn't know a lot about, her come up from doing viral videos and remixes and freestyles and whatnot. And she just, has a really genuine story, and I hope she wins. Also, too, the Gamma presentation was by far the highlight, man. This is by far the highlight of the Radio One Blitz. We had a lot of good presentations, but this one is just, you got to have one of them that goes over the top. And that one put it over the top with Larry Jackson's new venture. And he talked about, a little bit about his vision for Gamma. And he brought out Sexy Red. It was like a St. Louis female rap takeover, low key. Sexy Red, of course, has a contender for Song of the Summer. I think people are kind of like, I guess, walling themselves off from Pound Town if they haven't heard it yet. But the funniest shit she said, Mark, I ain't gonna lie, the funniest shit she said was the first word she said. She looked around the room and she said, "I'm shy, y'all." I said, "No way. No way possible." But she said it. You never know, man. Artists can turn it on and off. But after that, Larry welcomed L.A. Reid and Usher to the room. And they talked about their new venture, Dancing Animal, and preview some songs he has coming out and hopefully in the near future. And it's kind of like interesting to hear Usher in the middle of, say, an adult R&B type of sound, which is natural because he's been in the game for a while now, and still kind of like, balancing what's going on right now. So I'm kind of interested to see where he takes it. But a new album is coming this year, apparently. So I'm looking forward to that. And
by the end of the year?
By the end of the year, apparently. So
okay.
We'll see. But it was a good time. And overall, a lot of labels presented. It was a lot of good music for once. I can't lie. Sometimes I'd be in there and like, okay, cool, okay. But I mean, truthfully, RCA has always been one of the most consistent labels too. Like they do like artist development leaps and bounds better than most labels. And you can always count on RCA for having a strong R&B roster. And now with the Afrobeat kind of blowing, they've been like a leader in that as well. And they got a rap roster that's budding too. So I'm excited overall about some of the music coming this summer because it's been dry. It's been dry as fuck actually this first half of the year. So let's turn it up the second half, man.
I try to think about what usually like sparks a lot of these things and kind of like brings the rocket to be like, yeah, this should really be the song in the summer. And we talked last Recut Gems about some of the rap shows that are actually going out this summer, some of the tours that are actually making their way through cities throughout the next couple of summers or throughout the next couple of months for this summer.
Yep.
I started thinking like, man, the big moments that used to be like uploaded from like summer jams and other big shows that do happen throughout the next couple of months and things of that nature, those would usually be the things that like skyrocket a lot of this. And no lie, summer jam within this it's gonna be June. I think the next Recut of the year is gonna be right after summer jam. It's a decent lineup, I must say. Decent lineup, I must say.
It kind of represents where we're at in music right now, especially hip hop, where women are dominating, dog. It's a women-dominated lineup. Of course, Cardi's headlining, Ice Spice, Coi Leray, Glorilla, Lola Brooke. I mean, that right there is 5 artists outside of Glorilla, all from the tri-state area too.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That's amazing, and that's showing you like some people think like, man, New York hasn't really had that spot that spot in a while. But if you talk about female rap, it's like it's right there. There's the proof. They're able to sell out a show on the back of 4 women from the area. And Big Glow, don't get me wrong, Big Glow got she had a hell of a year. We talk about song of the summer. She by far had the song of last summer. So yeah.
My dog, big trendsetter, man. I'm excited to be able to see Koi on a stage of that. Did she do Summer Jam before? I can't remember if she did Summer Jam last year.
I can't remember, but I like Bops, man. I've heard some mixed reviews, man. I like that joint, but I ain't gonna lie.
Koi has I be trying to tell niggas Koi has records. I like how she actually nodded to, I don't blame it on TikTok, you bastard. Don't blame it on TikTok. It's something that's a little bit more better than that, because she's got the Billboard positions that I think a lot of people would enjoy.
Oh yeah, she got plaques. You know, she has singles at this point that are, you know, successful, not just one. You can't do with the, what was it? Was it No More Parties at first? Mm-hmm. Twin and Them was successful. I'm forgetting the last one. Players has been really successful.
Players was crazy.
So she's really, you know, proving herself, man. She got more hits than Pops.
Think about it.
Think about it.
Just think about it. That's it. That's it. There's numerous contenders that I would say for the 2023 Song of the Summer. I don't know what's actually going to spark it off, because last year on Blackprint, we had the combo of whether it was going to be FNF, whether it was going to be Wait For You, whether it was going to be from that, you brought up Afrobeats. Burna Boy also had a huge record that summer.
Yes.
I don't know if we're going to have those names within these next couple of months. I would assume if it's been rumored that Drake is going to drop something new, I don't know if it's going to be a summer record again. And he has, at least in my mind, one of the more memorable summer albums that ended up getting very, very mixed reviews, but ends up being one of the in my opinion, one of the bigger highlights of what happened in summer 2016 with views. I don't know if he wants to do that in that type of nature again. He can, obviously, if he wants to. I heard Cole on that Summer Walker EP. He said that the fall off is still coming. That's something that could happen. Future has been talking about records that he's got with Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin is about to drop the Spider-Man soundtrack, which I'm actually very, very excited for. I don't know if Future is going to lock in with Metro and actually do a project with that, or if he just wants to drop something in general. Those are going to be some of the bigger names that I think people tune into within these next couple of months to try and see who's really going to hold this bitch down. Because right now, summer 2023, we have a lot of records that we're having loads of fun with. I don't think it's anything that people are trying to sell too hard or grit their teeth through and be like, delicious, and try and sell it when they're like graining their teeth, and it's just it's so difficult from that type of perspective of actually playing it. There's a lot of fun records, but I think people want that big home run name to try and knock it out and make summer 2003 as memorable as some of our more favorite years.
We need our stars, man. We haven't really had a star-studded summer in quite some time. I don't know if we had one maybe since the pandemic's been, since we've been in the pandemic. So we need big name artists to step up. Search and Rescue is kind of a cool song, but it's not like a summer anthem. It's just like a cool song. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm excited to see if Drake's gonna drop something very soon, and just, keep the energy up a little bit. It's quiet. Like I said, Pound Town is like the only joint out here which is telling you the playing field is so wide open right now.
Just accept it. That's what I say about people that are still kind of Pound Town. Just accept it. Just accept. Just feel the energy. You've never been out of town.
Yeah, it's happening for a reason. That's the thing people sometimes don't get. Like when there's something that you may not like and it's like really like popular, they're like, you too. Like, yo, it's something about it, man. You may not want to get it because you can't really see the forest of the trees, but it's like you got to figure it out. It's something about that song that people like.
I just can't believe you're talking about the lyrics that are on that type of record. I bought Lil' Kim hardcore, right? Like, you think it's bad that I'm rapping about eating pussy while I watch cartoons in 1996? I can't talk about I'm out of town thugging with my rounds.
Right. And if this person say like north of 40, let's just put the camera on them in like 89 or 90 when they was like the Freaky Tales or something by Too Short. You know what I mean? Let's just take them back so they can just, smack themselves on the back of the head and remember some things.
I met this girl. Her name was, this nigga knows exactly what he's talking about. This is the real pimp shit. This how they really rap back in Oakland.
Right. Good old double standard. You never fail us.
I don't understand it. There's plenty of enough choice, like you said. It's wide open, I'm sure. I don't know how it's looking like. Radio wise. Like, what is dominating? What is like dominating right now? I would say it's fair. I would say it's like a level field.
Oh, I'm tripping. One once again, not in an upbeat, feel good, quote unquote, typical song of the summer, but somebody who's having like a massive moment as far as a hit goes right now is Tootsie with Favorite Song. That's like, it's a big deal. It's a big deal on the radio right now.
I just heard, because I ended up seeing his pre-order up on Friday when they did the New Music Fridays. I saw he had a Toxic version with Future on it, and I didn't hear the record yet, so I'm like, Toxic version with Future, let me play this. And then I heard it, and I'm like, okay, I can fuck with this. I've only, how can I say this? As much as I've wanted to listen to, because I hear the name Tootsie very frequently, but I haven't tapped into a whole project, let alone like a couple records. But he had like a three-piece one, like a three-piece EP that dropped one time, and I was like, all right, I'll fuck with this. He had a record with him and Jacquees. I'm like, oh, this is what everybody's talking about? Okay, I can kind of see that. I can kind of see the vision here. But then Favorite Song happened, and I saw it was doing huge on TikTok. Huge, triple platinum on TikTok. And I was just like, I'll probably hear it when I hear it. And then I heard the pre-order. I was like, this is a pretty damn good record. TikTok does it again.
Right. He's like, how can I explain Tootsie? He's like a rapper turned singer. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much who he is. I've never really heard him like rap. So I would say he's more like, he looks like a rapper, but he's a singer.
Well, I'm very, very familiar with big legends that are rapper turned singers.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's gonna... No, I don't think he's going on tour. I don't think T-Pain's going on tour.
Either he just came off of tour or he's going on tour. One of the two.
If he were to say, hey, guys, going on tour, and I'm doing the trio, rapper turned singer, Epiphany, and 3 Rings.
Oh, wow, yeah. I'm going. Sign me up, yeah. Sign me up.
Just take it.
Take it.
Just take it. I'll pay whatever I need.
Damn, is he going to do the what's the song on Epiphany we were just talking about the other day?
The world keeps spinning with or without me. And I know it's hard to believe.
You can skip that one, okay? You just skip.
Nah, he's got to do it. He's got to do it. I'm sorry. I know you're a much better singer now, T-Pain, than you were 15 years ago, but you got to do it with the bad notes. Now I'm in the mirror like, but as long as I get the guarantees, I'm gonna get the guarantees. I'm Sprung. That's guaranteed. I'm gonna get Bartender. I'm gonna get Buy You a Drink. But if I can get Going Through a Lot, if I could get Put It Down, if I could get, I'm just gonna sound like a perv man naming some of these. So I don't know how far I should go into. like these are gonna be perv man anthems. I can't just be like, yeah, you gotta play 69 for me, T-Pain.
Hey man, I didn't know you want to hear that. You want to hear that?
Damn, y'all want to hear that shit? 69. Y'all better have plans after this now.
Right.
No, I don't. Just do the damn record. Dun, dun, dun. In the back of my lane doing the suicide note. That's what you're gonna hear from me.
Oh my God.
Guaranteed.
T-Pain. I would definitely go to it. I want to see more of those like artists doing like he's gonna do this album or they're gonna do this album live in its entirety. Yeah. Almost. We need to get to that. They do that in other genres. We've done it in rap and hip hop a little bit, but we've got very like classic albums that we could just like go through like that. I mean, Ross can do it with a couple. Ross can do it. Hey, I'm doing, the first 4 albums in my catalog, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for that.
Jay-Z really had some of the B-sides. I don't know what he's doing with that, because he did 2 B-sides. He still hasn't released the footage for the second one, which I think it's got to be like a couple years old by now. I don't know what he's doing with that, but the concept of B-sides is so fucking crazy. J. Cole used to do it with Dollar in the Dream, I think.
Yeah.
He would have fans come up, pay $1, and he would do those, you know, those records that mean a whole lot to all the day one fans that have been listening to tapes and things like that. That's a brilliant idea. I think Jay-Z leveled it up just a bit and actually made it a whole, even though it's a very rare show, if you ended up going to either the first one or the second one of the show. But I think there's so many artists with catalogs that can actually do like a B-sides. Like, depending on how you felt about Kendrick's album last year is completely fine. If he were to do a B-sides, I'm there.
Yep.
Guaranteed there.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, we're cartoons and cereal,
Come on.
everything from like the overly dedicated, you know what I'm saying? I mean, all that type of stuff. Like, yeah,
those things he never does again. One of the biggest fucking regrets that I ever had. He went to Revolution out in Lauderdale.
Oh, wow.
My boys went, and I wasn't I don't know what it was. I kind of have to talk to 2011 Mark. I don't know what it was that was just like, watch the Throne Tour? Y'all go ahead. Kendrick at Revolution.
Wow.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. The Weeknd's here for the first time out in Florida. He's going to do House of Balloons? Y'all have fun. I don't know what the fuck was going on in 2011, but I got to talk to myself. I still ain't forgave myself, as Tip Harris once said.
You're the no-sell king in 2011. Those three back-to-back? Jeez.
I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. And it's not like these would have been like my first shows. I think my first show that I just went to by myself and enjoyed it, Lupe did a free show out in West Palm. It was 2010. It was downtown West Palm Beach, around the Clematis area for the Cuervo games. That's what it was. We used to have this thing called Cuervo games out in West Palm. He did a whole show, and he was like, "I want to talk to y'all for a minute. You know I don't drink. Yada yada yada. I'm going to donate my whole check. Make sure that y'all." And it was a big thing of him like giving us he gave us a little spiel. He gave us a little thing of, you know, don't be out here wilding out, and everybody's like, "Play Superstar."
Right.
To Shining Down. I don't even think Lasers was out yet. I think he was still working towards, hey guys, can y'all knock on Atlantic's door and let them know that we could release Lasers, please? I need y'all to speak up just a little bit more.
Right.
Just a little bit more. That was my first ever show.
Lupe really was clever. Like, yeah, so I'm gonna do a triple disc album and get out of my deal. Atlantic was like, no.
All right, Prince. Go ahead and close that door for us when you get out.
LUP end.
He gave it away too early.
He did, man. He should never said it.
He gave it away too early. Tune in for the final album of my career, LUPN. Atlantic hit the brakes.
Tune in for the Lupe Fiasco finale. LUPN.
Will anything happen? I guarantee you it won't. What did he just say? Get Wasalu on the phone right now.
Get Wasalu.
Solly, my boy. Just heard the cool. Just heard the end of Fighters, huh? So, oh no, it wasn't at the end of what was it? Gotta Eat. Oh yeah, just heard the end of Gotta Eat.
Fighters, yeah.
I do agree. Shit does get greasy. What also is greasy? LUPN, the final album? Well, I mean, you know, I've just been thinking about and that's how we got the next 2-3 years of Atlantic. I think that needs to be something that is talked about a lot more.
What's that?
I think that is like that whole era of
yeah.
The fan base and going online, as we're talking about a lot of blog era moments right now. Shout out to It's the Real. Blog era still going on right now each and every week. I feel like that was one of the closest moments. Like you hear about it on forums. The album's not getting supported, so the shit got to get pushed back a couple months, guys. Fuck, what the hell we gonna do? But this was one of the more direct ones that the artist themselves was like, yeah, guys, this shit ain't happening. I need y'all to go to Atlantic. The guy's name is Leor Cohen. When you see him on the street, smack the coffee out his hand and tell him Lasers needs to drop right now. And that was like a good 2 years of people going on blogs. And I remember it even being posted in Nah Right. like picket fences outside of Atlantic saying, please drop lasers. And then lasers dropped and everybody's like, man, this ain't shining down. Fuck.
It was a totally different thing, but he went gold and he had like a massive hit on there. A massive pop record on there with The Show Goes On. And one that did all right too, like an urban and rhythmic radio with Trey Songz, because he was, of course, like the king of Atlantic at that, or the prince of Atlantic at least at that point.
Girl, I want you to know, boom, boom, I can't get you out of my head, my head, my head.
I can't get you out now.
Girl, I want you to know, I can't get you out of my Hey. And then he had the rock bag. What was the name again? MDMA?
Yeah, it was MDMA. Yeah. And then didn't he have a Skylar Grey song, that Words I Never Said? I think it was too.
How did that hook go? Oh, we were just talking about the Skylar Grey era.
Yeah, Skylar Grey was a industry plant. Plant.
How did that ass up? Damn, I don't remember how Words I Never Said hook went.
I tried to scrub that, and I Need a Doctor out of my brain. So,
that's super easy. I'm about to lose my mind. You've been gone for so long. Dre on the table, just and Eminem like, nigga, come on, wake up, nigga.
Jimmy, I'll be like, give him some more whey protein. Give him some more whey protein right now. Wake him up.
Put the lights up. Brighter. Eminem, come on, nigga. We made My Name Is. God damn it. We made Guilty Conscience. Wake the fuck up.
Oh my God.
And you just see, hell yeah. And the lights just beam like it's a Marvel, like a Marvel film.
Oh my God, that is ridiculous.
See the lights coming back, the lights coming back to him. Come on, Dre.
The Bernie.
Hell yeah.
I'm dying at the Bernie Mac.
The chair is shaking, the ground is crumbling. I'm about to lose my mind, because it started getting louder. It started getting louder when the hook came in.
Right. Oh my God, Skylar Grey. She came with the beat like Friday currently does. Hello, is this mic on? Hello, did I say that about Friday? I'm sorry.
What's the best Skylar Grey hook, man? Before we get out of here, Cutters, I'm gonna give y'all some homework, because we do have some homework leading into the May edition of Throwblacks. I'm gonna give y'all some homework. I'm just gonna let y'all know right now. Homework is due now. Don't think the bell's ringing. What did they used to say? The class is dismissed when I, what did they say? The class dismissed when I dismiss it, or some shit like that?
Not when I dismiss it.
Yeah.
But Mr. Johnson, my boss outside.
You should have thought about that before you didn't start your 5-paragraph essay, Bernard. So it's Coming Home, Better Lies, I Need a Doctor, new national anthem, Words I Never Said.
Right? It's Coming Home, isn't it? Because Coming Home has the most staying power, right? I think you got to go Coming Home, right?
Yeah, it's got to be Coming Home, because Coming Home is played everywhere. Me, personally, I kind of liked Home of the Brave and Free, free just to matter me, stars are the beautiful. When T.I. was talking about gun killings in America and shit like that.
Yeah, I think I know sold that one.
And a message to my people: stop waiting for somebody to come help us out. We on our own with this shit. We gotta make sure that we doing good. We gotta get them kids out the street. Like one of those T.I. records.
It's us or else.
It's us or them, homie. Fuck is you doing? They ain't gonna help us out in this shit. Then there's that. Oh wait, no, it was actually before that. I was gonna say that's a hilarious message to have right after. Buzzing out the bando. I got jury loud like cantaloupe.
That's right. I had to wake the niggas up real quick. They will listen to my shit like the youth do.
See, you know, I gotta have the perpetuity of the dimensions of having a record like a new national anthem, and then you give them something that that the palate is used to, the credenzas, I should say, of something like About the Money. And yeah, I heard y'all say Thug killed me on that shit. Did you ever think that was purposeful, homie?
That's from the heart. That's from the heart.
Didn't you ever think I laid down for the 3 count, homie?
I did the job. I want to do the job. All right, you know what I'm saying? Watch out. I do the job.
I made niggas do the job and I did the jobbing. Ain't that what makes a good wrestler? Ain't that why we like John Cena? Ain't that why we like Shawn Michaels?
I'm a Dusty Rhodes nigga myself. You know, I used to watch Channel 17 growing up.
Now his son, I mean, I did fuck with Goldust just a little bit. Don't get it twisted. Goldust Carissa.
Yeah, that's right.
But Cody, you know, give him a decade. Hey, I tell you this. Give him a decade, he'll be main event in WrestleMania. Tell him the Big Kang said it, homie.
I said this in 2011.
Yeah, he would be on his pod in 2033. Hey, y'all, I said this in 2011.
WrestleMania was in Atlanta. I was back there with The Rock, chopping shit. You know what I'm saying? Kicking shit. I said, hey, Cody, I fuck with your daddy. 10 years from now, you're going to be on top.
Clifford Harris. You know, I do actually like a lot of Paper Trail.
And you know, I'm from the A. I was in the A listening to trap music. I was in the A listening to Urban Legend. I was in the A watching ATL. Tip, I salute you, brother.
And I remember the quote that was so synonymous with what we are doing today in finishing the story. You said, Tip, this my daddy house. And that's exactly how I feel about the World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah!
Oh, man. It looks like Cody might do somebody like Brooklyn and put him in a cast.
I tried to do a Kevin Patrick. I can't think of a Kevin Patrick. God damn it, I froze up. Nunu! She's rich?
Oh, KP, I just hope you won't be around next year.
Haven't you ever been to Buckhead, Kevin? We need to get you out more often. Wait a minute, the twins? The twins are still at the Palace skating.
Man, KP, you have no swag.
What does he mean? What does he mean by got some cutty last night?
I'll explain it at 10 o'clock.
I'll explain during the war zone. Cutters! Cutters, you got some goddamn homework, man. This month, Throwblacks, Diplomatic Immunity, Disc 1, Disc 2 is going to be what we are covering on Throwblacks.
Killer.
However, the 5 mixtapes that came before that is your homework. If you could somehow find Diplomats Volume 1 through 5, because A+ and I would not only not have the links, but not be able to provide it to you in private fashion in other forms of group chats and or Discords. But if you can find it, by all means, that's 5 mixtapes. I don't know how, you could probably listen to them pretty fast. You could probably listen to them pretty fast to prepare you. I think that's the best preparation possible. If you are not that big of a Diplomats fan, big shouts out to everybody that listened to Throwblacks of Get Rich or Die Trying and actually appreciated the album from a different perspective. Same thing with Deep in the Rap, with our conversation with Rick Ross and Deep in the Rap in 09. If you want some homework before we do Diplomatic Immunity, Diplomats Volume 1 through 5 is going to be something that is very, very important. And you also get one of the best series from DJ K Slay. There's going to be, as we brought up Summer Jam 2023, it's going to be a DJ K Slay tribute. I wish I was actually there to see it, but I'll be able to, I'm sure, enjoy it online. Hopefully, if you do find the tapes, you'll be able to hear some of the best moments from DJ K Slay as well. Then we're going to talk Diplomatic Immunity. So that's your homework. We'll see you in June from A+ and myself. Hopefully you enjoy your Memorial Day, the kickoff to your summer. We will hear from you, or we will be with you specifically with a new episode of The Black Print next week and new Recut within 2 weeks as your Patreon bonuses. Again, thank you so much for being a patron with us, continuing to get these early, of course, as well. And in due time, we will see you soon. So until then, peace.